Alright guys, so for the first exploit, this is the one-man peasant army, or one-man any unit army. So normally you can't split your armies less than, say, 50 men, right? So this is just a random number, 7, whatever. It won't allow me. The captains say that, you know, they won't allow it, right? The way we circumvent this is we garrison the castle. So this first tier castle only has the capacity to hold 150 men, right? And our army is 178 men. So what we do now is we split the army and we put one peasant inside the castle. And now we have a one peasant army. And we could take this peasant army, this one-man Rambo peasant, and we can send him north, and we can just, you know, kill his fields, do whatever. And we can keep doing this.
This castle does not split this army. A wooden palisade. Click on any
keep doing that. And yeah, we can do it until we have less than 150. Once we reach 150 men here, then it'll just garrison the castle and we won't be able to split it anymore. So you need 150 or more. Now you can do this with any castle, but this castle is the easiest to do it with because it has the least, it has the lowest capacity of men that it can hold. So this is a little later into the game, a little later into the example, and as you can see, I've overrun his fields, and basically there's nothing he can do. I can just sit back and harass him and with these peasants, and yeah, this is probably why they banned it. It's very overpowered. So usually when you want to send a message to an opponent, it takes a whole turn to send the message, so you have to end the turn.
Had a man of metal on the throne, I would be glad to idly chat the days away.
So that's how the normal messaging system works. If you want to send an instant message, say you want to offer an alliance to someone, could be useful sometimes. And then what you do is you save it.
saving game. Please wait.
Then you gotta load it again. So we'll load example.
After your complete lack of honor in your last treaty, I had thought to credit you with more intelligence than to ask me again.
And then he'll send you an instant reply. Alright guys, so for the third exploit, this one allows you to get basically, I use this to end the game, like when it's a big map and I get you know, bored towards the end, I'll use this one to end the game. You need a total of 7 counties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have a total of 7 counties here. And as you can see, I've cranked taxes up to 50 in all of the counties. All 50, right? And now, the way the happiness meter works is once you have 7 counties at 50% taxes, you can basically just end the turn, and you're getting so much unhappiness that it will flip it back to 100. So as you can see, this one's at 100 and this one's at 0. The reason there are different happinesses because I recruited an army here, and then, you know, they sort of have an inverted happiness, so you'll see how it works. So this one's at 100, I'll end the turn, and now it'll go to 0. But I'm getting a massive amount of gold, and now the one that I was at 0 is back to 100 happiness. So I could recruit an army here, you know, 800 man army, and it's at 1 again. This one's at 0, and it's back at 100. and the one that was at 1 that I recruited an army at is back to 100. You don't have to recruit an army. Like this one right here is at 0, and I'll just end the turn and it's back to 100. So it'll keep toggling back from 100 to 0, 100 to 0, but you'll never actually lose the province, and you will gain as much gold as as your peasants are providing you. Yeah, so I use this to end the game towards the end, usually when there's just like one guy and I want to just rush end it. I'll use this little exploit. You can also just, like I showed there, you can just keep making armies, right? So these guys are at 0 and they only have 450 peasants available. And they're back to 100 because I ended a turn, and I can make a 300-man army, right? And now that since it's at 1 again, it'll go back to 100, right? Back to 100. And I will be able to recruit another 200-man army, and it's back to 2. They only have 200 civilians left. And now we're back to 100 again, and I can recruit an army again. So it really allows you to, I think this is probably one of the better exploits. I like it because, like I said, it allows me to end the game at the end when I get bored. Alright guys, so for the 4th exploit, this one allows you to get a free stone castle. And what you want to do is, see, as you can see, I have no wood. I have very limited amount of wood, stone, and iron. I could sell this. I don't need this for the castle, but as you can see, it's very limited. And what you do, go into this window and basically just upgrade it. Now we have this. We don't have this one yet, but once we upgrade it to this one, now we have this one. We have this, right? So since we're building this, it thinks that we have this done already. So you can keep doing it, and now it thinks that we have a Norman keep, but really we don't. And now we can do it again, and we can upgrade it to this. And as before, it thinks that we have a stone castle and that the stone castle is being upgraded to a royal castle, but we don't, right? And yeah, that's basically it. You can't upgrade to the royal castle, obviously, because there isn't a tier higher than this one, so you can't really trick the computer. And yeah, that's it for this one. Alright guys, so for the 5th and final exploit of this video, this one allows you to sort of waste the computer's time, waste the computer's army's time. You just have to be sort of quick enough. So what you do here, this army will definitely attack this army since it's just 170 peasants and this is probably like 400 peasants or something. So I'm going to end a turn and that army will attempt to attack me. But if I'm quick enough, I can move my army away and he'll waste his army's turn. So as you can see, I've slowed the game down for added effect. And now I just move my army and waste his time. So he moved right to the tile where I was at, and now he can't move basically. So here, I'll even move closer to him and I'll end the turn. So he'll move to the spot where I was at, right? So he can't catch me basically. So we'll go back here. What you can do is you can, if you're having a hard time, if the computer's too fast for you, you can just turn the game speed down. So I have it at 4 right now. Normally I play at 10, which is way too fast to do this. So like this is at 10, right? I can't really do it. He's way too fast, right? So I lose my army. But if I turn the game speed down, I mean, I was at 4 earlier, don't really need to go that low, but if you're really slow, you can turn it down to 1. And yeah, this will take a really long time, and it gives you a long time to to move your army. So you see, you can even wait till he starts moving his army, see? And then I'll just move 1 tile forward. And he wasted his turn, right? Alright, so I want to show an example of I'm just 1 tile away from him, 1 or 2 tiles, 1 or 2 hexes. If I end the turn, I can make him move only 1 tile, so you can really mess with him. But you want to make sure you don't do it too early. Right when he starts moving his army, you move yours. See? Now he wasted his whole turn, right? Because he would be able to move, like, you know, maybe up to here if I hadn't done that. So we'll go ahead and do it again. So the carts move, and then he moves. The season will turn over after the carts move, and then he'll move. Just gotta time it, right? It's a bit difficult to time it, you know, when you're 1 tile away, because you know, it's such a short distance. Let's just try it again. But at this speed, it should be pretty easy. So the carts will go, and the season will roll over. You get your messages, and then he'll start moving. See, he was too close that time. But I think you get the general idea of it. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this short exploit video, and good luck on your Lords of the Realm 2 campaigns. I'll see you later.